It's Friday fight night. We have count 'em, three barbarians, three gladiators who are ready to knuckle up. They're ready to go at it, ready to settle the score. Cause it turns out I must have ruffled some feathers in the comments section. Young fella out there said, "Man, your rotation was whack. You're sleeping. You're just snoozing on Odin over there. He did not get the justice he deserves. He did not get his due time. And apparently we need to go back. We need to revisit my boy Odin, and we gotta circle the wagons here. You feel me? So we're gonna be going back into Knull. We're gonna increase the stage because now I could take him up a notch. We're gonna be going to stage 23, maybe 22 or 23. It really doesn't matter. But we're gonna pop in there and we're gonna see what they can do, how fast they can get Knull off his throne, trying to pull that, trying to light a fire up under him. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump in there. But as a foreword, I gotta say something. So here's the thing. It's kind of tricky to explain because one character might be able to get Knull off that throne a little bit faster, but it doesn't necessarily make him better for Knull. And what I mean by that is, like, I'm finding Ghost Rider's value to be extreme. Like, I need Beta Ray Bill and Ghost Rider in that team 100% to have the best shot at clearing the stage that I'm on, which is 24 right now. And I switched up Odin's rotation. I tried out some people, shot me a few different rotations. And by the way, I want to mention this now. So there was a guy in the comments who said, you're not playing him right, blah blah blah. And I asked him for the rotation. He only left the first part of it. And so I was kind of guessing what the rest of it would be because there's a couple different ways you can go about it. And I got a different rotation from somebody else, and it seems like this one works better. This one just does more damage. So this is the one I'm going to be using. If the whoever's feathers I ruffled, if you still feel like that your rotation is better, leave the whole rotation in the comments, and maybe we could even come back, or I'll just sneak it in a video or something like that. But back to what I was saying. The value, it's hard to pinpoint. Like I said, one character could take Knull down faster, but might not necessarily be better for Knull, because the way that you have to play Knull at higher stages is you're constantly swapping in and out. Like the video I just put out, the last video, Knull stage 23, I recorded that, and you see how I cleared it. And I'm constantly in and out, swapping in and out, and that seems to be the way to go. And Ghost Rider, the thing is, Ghost Rider's value is that his tier 3 charges up very fast, right? He's got like one of the fastest charging tier 3s in the game. So, and he has like this, once you have the tier 3, you could either do like tier 3, 5, 2, 4, 3. You're kind of insta canceling all of those except like 5. You're kind of delay canceling a couple of them, like 5 and 4. But there's times where that damage, it just like it's almost like Beta Ray Bill's awakening skill, and that's what you need. You need to be able to just deal a lot of damage really fast. And Odin, he does really good damage, and it's very consistent. He's very easy to play. He's like super kid. He's like kid friendly to play compared to some of these other characters. Like compared to Sentry, Sentry's like. Odin's like beginner and Sentry's like advanced. So if your fingers don't move fast enough or whatever, then you know, Sentry's not going to be your guy, especially with an energy, right? I don't find him that bad to play. Like sometimes, you know, procs don't always work the way you want them to, but I mean that goes with every character. You always have him miss procs and this and that. So yeah, just Odin, his value for where it's at right now. Maybe I could find, you know, we're discovering things left and right. We're always, you know, improving on this and improving on that. So maybe there's something that I'm not doing right now, but from what I have been doing and you know what I have discovered, the team that has been able to take me. I cleared 23. I was explaining this in the last video, but you need Beta Ray Bill and Ghost Rider. And then the third, it could be Odin or it could be Sentry. I feel like with either of those, it could work. I ended up clearing with Sentry on the team. But again, with Sentry, his rotation is very quick. And, you know, his tier 3, it's every other rotation. You're doing his tier 3. Same with Odin, but I feel like it just takes a little bit longer to kind of get through. Not much, but that little bit of time actually matters. So, anyways, without further ado, as they say, we're going to jump in here, and I'm actually going to have this team right here. I'd like to possibly throw Beta Ray Bill in there. I've actually never tried to just do it the whole way through with just Beta Ray Bill, so I don't even know what his time is. But I'm gonna jump in with this team, and we're gonna rock this out. You may see some cutting and editing because funky stuff tends to happen. What stage are we on? Actually, no, we're gonna go to 20. Yeah, we're gonna go to 20. We're using these strikers. We got Ancient One in there. We got Venom for the healing. So let's see who can do this faster. Wait so much. It's really annoying, especially with Ghost Rider. So we have 311. Okay, I'm gonna do this one more time. Like I said, don't you worry. I'm only gonna put one of these runs into the video. And by the way, I think I'm gonna wait until my Valor, or is it the Resist? The Valor or the Resist is at like I'm going to clear some other stages of Knull to get my Conqueror level. That's what it is. To get my Conqueror level above. Let's see if we can register this damage. It was okay. Okay. Not exactly where we want to be, but you know, just because we're constantly getting interrupted with that with the Clintar cage there. So we're gonna pop the tier 3 first, and we're gonna go into the 5, 2, 4. So this is the rotation I'm talking about, that like you see a massive spike in damage sometimes. It's not all the time, and it's just like, it's so weird because it changes so much. I'm actually going to wait a second to pop that, because I want it to line up with the proc a little bit better. See what I mean, though? So yeah, I'm spamming skills here, charging up that tier 3. I mean, that's where it's at, and that's where it's at on a lot of characters. Although it does seem like Odin's regular rotation does some pretty good damage. Like, he doesn't necessarily need his tier 3 to be charged to be very effective. Come on, hit. No proc on that. And that could be a lot of difference. Like, yeah, sometimes that once you hit that 3 on the end of it, like the damage spikes, right? And other times it's like it's just like tickling. I don't understand it. Maybe I got to take another look at Ghost Rider's skills and see why that could be. Let's see what we get here. I mean, like, it's okay. He seems to be faster, but like I was saying, when I was clearing, you know, 23, oh, I don't want him. I want him. It seemed like Ghost Rider was a must for me. I'll try to do some runs with Odin and see if, you know, that actually changes. But yeah, like I said, it's all about that burst damage. Oh, you know what? Part of it could have been because I didn't get stuck here. Right? Or I missed that. And that's not really fair in terms of, you know, or just like a fair comparison. Proc, where's the proc? Yeah, I mean, he seems to be pretty good. Pretty good to me, using this other rotation. But yeah, I mean, that just goes to show how important rotations actually are, right? Doing small things differently. Yeah, I'm going to wait here because I have that tier 3 ready on the next rotation anyways. There's no point of spamming skills. You know what? I messed up there. I didn't wait for the 4. Might as well just restart. Yeah, because you get so much damage at the end of that, right? Yeah, you get a little bit of a burst. I don't think our proc was active there. So 311 and 312 for Ghost Rider, huh? 314 there. So you don't want it to go off early, and you obviously don't want it to go off late. But we have a pretty good time here. Making really good time. It's gonna be a little bit faster. No. 312. I mean, it's literally the same exact time. See, I'm gonna be cutting a bit of this out, so some of the stuff that I might say you might not actually hear. Lovely proc, lovely. I'll take it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, I mean, good proc, good proc. Let's see if we can avoid this. Can we avoid this? We should be able. I mean, how soon do you actually need to get over there? Like, that just doesn't make any sense, right? How soon do you need to be over in that, like, safe zone? So done. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's like sometimes the tier 3 doesn't want to hit. That time it worked out only because it seemed like the proc just worked, just activated late. But as you can see, he has massive burst damage on his. See, it doesn't want to hit sometimes. It's only like, you know, if the proc wants to come in like a little bit late for us, it works out in our favor. But I don't know what it is. Sometimes the tier 3 just doesn't want to hit. Wow, where did that damage come from? Usually it's not that much on his regular rotation. Okay, great, awesome, yay. I got smacked up here. I wonder if like hitting that stuff has some kind of debuff effect and decreases your damage at all, or like hitting anything. I don't know what I hit there, but or maybe even getting snagged up. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. You know, we had 310. I mean, they're all within a second, right? All within a second. And you know, picture this. So like I've been saying, it's not about like individual character value. It's like how well they can actually synergize together. And for, you know, for Sentry and Ghost Rider, well, mostly Ghost Rider. It seems like, I don't know, I've just been having better luck, and it seems to be easier with Ghost Rider to pop him in, you know, with his tier 3 and do a rotation and like get all that burst damage, and then pop him back out. And plus his, you know, his tier 3 charges up, you know, pretty quickly. I think it's one of the fastest charging tier 3s in the game, right? You have to hit like less skills than anybody else. And with Sentry as well. That's one of the reasons why I was using like Beta Ray Bill, Sentry, and Ghost Rider. For me, Beta Ray Bill is an absolute must, and it seemed like Ghost Rider as well. I'm gonna try with I'll try with like Beta Ray Bill, Odin, and actually I tried with Beta Ray Bill, Odin, and Thor, and that wasn't working out all that great. Well, it was working out okay. Like it was slower. It wasn't like that much slower, but it's all about the synergy, and you got to find out what characters you have on your roster and what works well for you. But it looks like they're all within like a second apart from each other, so they're all neck and neck. And Sentry obviously is the most expensive, right? You got to dump the most resources into him. Like I have a forged energy on him with rolled with I'll show you everybody. So he has more love than all of them because he has a full stack of Odin's Blessings, fully awakened ISO 8 set, and he's got this. So it's mighty energy. It's got beatdown. It's rolled with the max stats, max proc. I suppose it could have more ignore dodge. Now Odin, where's our boy Odin? He's built really well as well. He's missing 2 Odin's Blessings. Kind of seems like a crime. Odin missing Odin's Blessings. It seems like if anybody should have them, it should be this guy. He has a Rage and fully awakened ISO 8 set. Mythic uniform. Well, Odin also has a uniform, right? So when Sentry gets a uniform, although it's probably going to be Void, and he's going to be a villain at that point. And Ghost Rider, he's missing 2 as well. So he's basically the same exact build as Odin, right? Mythic uniform, Rage, fully awakened ISO 8 set. I'm missing all but 2 there. And it seems like they're all pretty much neck and neck. There's one benefit to Sentry is that and I was explaining this in my previous video, and I think I tried doing it actually because I did some live gameplay. When Knull sends out those, he does those circle attacks, those circle symbiote attacks that follow you around, right? Slams his spear into the ground. Sentry seems like I could actually pop his tier 3 before that's over, just to squeak in some more damage, because that's what it's all about. It's all about squeaking in as much damage as you can whenever you possibly can. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You saw it, and you saw it here first. It was Friday Night Fight, and these barbarians, they went at it. They knuckled up and they were bashing heads. Who was the best? I still don't even know. I say it's pretty much it's kind of a tie, right? I feel like each one of them could be better than the other in certain situations for certain case scenarios. But until I do some more testing, it seems like Ghost Rider, it has more value for me just because of the synergy of him and Beta Ray Bill. That's just what I have so far, but I'll try to bring you guys some more information after I do some more runs and testing when I get to higher stages and so on and so forth. If I can finally clear stage 24. I'm not going to try that anymore today. Maybe I'll just do 20 and call it a day, and then do 19 with Moonstone, and then some lower stages for the last 3. Something like that. In any case, listen, you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to try to bring you some more content over the weekend. I got some other spicy stuff for you, and I'm going to try to get to it tomorrow. So stay tuned and stay breezy. But most of all, stay safe. Don't let Knull get you and grab you up with his Clintar K's, with his symbiote goo. No, sir. Don't let him do that. So keep it riding, partner.